Hey guys, I'm Angela and welcome back to Hobby Night. This week, I'm going to be opening some gorgeous new Dispel dice. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, where is the Warhammer news for this week? Well, there wasn't a whole lot. They did some April Fool's stuff and talked a lot about Curse City, which I should be able to get my hands on next week when it releases, and I'm very excited about it, so we'll talk about it more then. This time though, however, I wanted to open up this Dispel Dice Kickstarter that I got in because these dice are supposed to be really pretty. I thought I'd share them with you, so without further ado, let's go ahead and open some brand new, shiny new math rocks. All right, let's go ahead and jump straight into unboxing these dice sets because I ordered, I think, 3 of them. And yes, all right. And there's some other goodies in here too, because I don't actually remember fully what I ordered. So I originally put in on this Kickstarter, I believe in early 2020, pre the pandemic occurring, and or late 2019. And they delivered relatively recently, but I actually have been sitting on them for a bit because I wanted to do this or save them for this to be able to do an unboxing with you guys because I didn't remember what I got, and now is the time. So we have in here the 3 different dice boxes. Now in each of these boxes here is going to be a set of 7 polyhedral dice that are sharp edged, I believe, and have like a cool like color pattern to them. I don't remember specifically which colors I got or anything like that, but I ordered 3 sets. So we've got those 3 in here, and there's the 3 boxes. They have some gorgeous packaging. Like I love this black and gold design. It's very fancy. But then I apparently ordered some other things. So I've got a couple of packages that look like this in here. That one has the Dispel Dice thing in it. This one looks maybe like a card. We'll probably open this first. We've got another one here. Now I think there were some enamel pins. I do think there were options, like I remember the options of what we got. So I think there were some enamel pins and maybe some like, this might also be a dice. Oh, I like the bag. Look at the, ooh, so fancy. Black on black design. I really, really like it. Okay, let's go ahead and get to opening some of these sets. All right, I'm gonna start with the small envelope that has no indication on it because I think this is probably like a thank you letter of like, thank you for purchasing the Kickstarter. And in fact, we do have a very fancy card with that same cool logo. Care tips. Best care for your dice, please roll them in a padded tray, store them away from sunlight in a case or box, and wipe them down with microfiber if necessary, because these are very like shiny and very sharp edged. And then it says, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you for making a wonderful journey happen. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Best of luck on your adventures. And remember, don't eat the dice because they do kind of look like candy. I'm very excited. And of course, you can follow this creator at Dispel Dice on, I believe, Twitter and Instagram. I follow her. She makes some really, really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and look at what some of that is. I'm gonna start with the small packages and we'll move up to the dice later on. So first, we've got this little one. It's got some nice warning stuff on there. I believe this is going to be...
How's focus?
It is looking good.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, yes. That is super cute. So it is a Lollipop Pin that says, suck it, which is great. I really, really like this. Hold on, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera there. Let me make sure I'm really getting it in focus. I like this design on the side, actually. This is so cool. Like, you guys, I'm sorry, I keep staring at it because it's really freaking cute looking. I absolutely adore it. Okay, that one's cool. Let's go ahead and look at the next one, because like I said, I think there's a couple of pins that I got. And I think some of them might have been add-ons and some of them might have been things that I actually like got as just you bought this many dice. All right, cool. So I got 2 of the sucker pins. I think this is the one for buying, basically. You got the 2 or more sets. You got a couple of pins. That means that both my husband and I can have one. I'm very hyped. And then let's see what number 3 is.
Did you get 3 of them?
I might have gotten 3 because I got 3 sets is what ended up happening. No. Okay, cool. All right, so I got also a beholder pin. Which is really rad. I did not remember the design for this at all, and I absolutely love it. It's got, I mean, you can see it, obviously. It's got the red eye, which is really cool. I think there's it's got like star patterns behind it. I like the blue. It kind of goes with my Crimson Fist. That's really the color palette goes with them. I'm very excited for that. That's very silly, but unintentional, but I love it. Okay, all right, I'm digging the pins. Now, let's get to this adorable, tiny drawstring bag. I think this is probably going to be the first die that we actually have, so. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna set it down and focus. Oh my God.
Hold it up to the camera.
Okay, this oh my God. Sorry, my hand's shaky because it's so tiny and gorgeous. This is beautiful. So it's got, as you can see, it's got tons of reflective qualities. I love the red and gold that you're getting. As I'm moving it, it just keeps oh God. And look at the ink work on that. That is really nice. The numbers are great. Really, really nice quality. I cannot wait to unbox the other 3 sets.
You have to roll it.
Oh, I do have to roll it.
The first roll.
The first roll. Whoop, off camera. Hold on.
I don't know what it was.
Da-na-na-na.
Okay, onto camera, please.
Let me do this one more time. Use my...
You are terrible at this.
I am. I got a 19.
First time. The first roll was a 19, ladies and gentlemen.
The first roll was a 19. It definitely didn't take me 8 tries or so.
To roll it on camera.
To roll it
close.
Yes, excellent. Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. Well, while you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Okay, so I've picked a box, I've looked at them all, and I actually noticed they do tell me which ones I got. Now, I made some guesses onto what some of these colors were. Obviously, the magenta's pretty clear. Some of the other ones are Eldritch or whatever, so I assume it's green. But I'm gonna start with the Magenta Inferno inked. Now, let's see, I think I just slide this off, and then they've got actually this nice little drawstring here, and just pull it out.
Oh.
Ooh, and then, let's see, I think, yes, oh.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la,
Magnets.
Indeed.
How do they work?
It's got
It's the
magnets.
work of Siege.
Ah, so good. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. I think this is another, oh, okay, well I don't know what that is. I'll look at it in a second, but it had a number on it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know where to begin. These are amazing. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna take out the D20. Obviously, we're gonna set these. Oh, holy cow, you guys. This has so many colors in it, and I absolutely, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. I absolutely love it. I know it's called magenta, but oh, look at them.
Move the die to the side.
Oh, I see, I'm sorry. Let's see, we've got this one too. Oh, it's just I know I've just been sitting here going ooh and ah and stuff, but legitimately, these are probably some of the most gorgeous looking dice I've ever seen in my life. I kind of knew that going in when I put in on this Kickstarter because I had been following this creator for a while, and I had seen all of the tests and stuff that she was doing, and was very excited when she finally announced that this Kickstarter was going to be happening, because it just, I'd seen her work and it was gorgeous. And to actually finally have them in hand and be able to actually look at these things and just, oh my God, look what it is doing on screen. God, it's so cool. It's really satisfying to see these. I can't wait to look at what the other designs are going to be, because this is a really nice, obviously magenta with gold, but it's got a lot of really nice greens and kind of yellows and a little bit of blues, I'm seeing, and lavenders. There's just so much color happening in this die, and it's and I actually really like how large the numbers are, because it makes it just that much easier to be able to see when you're rolling it, even at a distance and everything. I definitely agree with her recommendation, by the way, of rolling these in a tray. You can see they've got really sharp edges, which is awesome. But if you're gonna roll that onto, say, a hard surface like wood or, heaven forbid, metal or glass, you're probably going to chip these. So if you ever get really flat-edged or sharp-edged, I'm trying to get the little, whoop. All right, that one didn't come out the top as well. Set that aside. And here's, don't lose this one. Don't lose your little D3, or your D4, sorry, your little D4. Because my God, you will probably stab your foot. Like you could impale. Look how sharp it is. Just look, made a little hole. Very sharp. Owie. Don't step on this. Don't lose this one onto the ground. But oh my gosh, you guys, let's move on to the next set. All right, let's go ahead and next do the Eldritch Fire Inked, which I'm imagining is going to be like a green-red combo just based on Eldritch.
I think it's going to be purple.
You think it's gonna be purple? All right, I think it might be. Maybe it'll be purple and green. Ooh, that would be exciting. All right, taking off all of the packaging. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
you win.
Guys, it's pretty and it's green and it looks gorgeous. I'm gonna move this because that's just a serial number. Holy cow. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this because this has a lot going on and it's all beautiful. And I just, okay, the thing that gets me about them and the reason why I just kind of sit here and go, I'm just gonna stare at these for a while and make some noises because they're really pretty, is just because it's got so much happening in it. Like I know I've read about her process and everything, and I cannot speak to it remotely, specifically because I don't recall the details of it. But I'm so impressed with what she has done. I really like this one. I will say of this particular one, with the Eldritch, I understand why the darker numbers were probably used. I wish they were a little bit more silver maybe, or had a little bit more of a sheen to them so they stood out a little bit more. But that's like literally my only complaint. Otherwise, this is absolutely stunning. Okay, I've stared enough at the D20. Let's go ahead and look at some of these other ones. It's just it's consistent, but also constantly changing. And that's what's really cool to me about it. Because it looks kind of like a galaxy. Like this does feel very Eldritch, like it's aptly named and everything, because the colors definitely speak that. You kind of get a almost deep ocean, but also like I said, space, kind of like deep space vibe. Like this, I really actually like what's happening in this one. Because look, you've got this really nice dark patch here, but then it opens up into this really bright and like colorful splash, which is really cool. And then it goes back into some dark. So that it gives you that galaxy vibe, and it's really awesome to me. All right, these it's so gosh darn pretty. Oh, I thought for a second this was a misprint because I read that 70 as a 10. And I was like, wait a minute, are there two 10s on this one? No, that's all right. I just misread things. Oh, and then we've got the D8, which is what I often use. Probably will be using these in my next campaign. I often play clerics, so I tend to roll a lot of D8s because a lot of the spells, I think, tend to actually be D8s. Then we've got our D6, which is super pretty. See, this one, the numbers show up a little bit better. Maybe it's just because the D20 was a little bit smaller, whereas this one's a little bit larger, so the silvery material shows up a bit better. But yeah, God, look how cool that is. It's just so freaking cool. And you just glance over at them. Okay, and then I gotta take this thing out because the D4 actually does not come out with it in. Let's get that out of the way. Beautiful. Look at that color. So good. Amazing. I really, really am pleased. Let's go ahead and take a look at the last set. All right, and I saved the one that I think that I might enjoy the most for last, and that is the Amethyst Skies Inked. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm expecting it to be purples and blues primarily, with maybe some teals or something in there. I don't know, we'll see. Did I take everything? No, I have not. I have not pulled out this. They did some really intense packaging on these, which I very much appreciate. I very much appreciate them. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Okay. These are gorgeous. And I can really, really clearly read the numbers, which I'm very excited for. Look at it. Just, let me focus a little bit better. Just look at that. Look at that freaking gorgeous color. It's got purple, it's got pink in there, it's got some oranges and yellows. I'm seeing some blue reflection. Like, really, the only thing I'm not seeing is green, but that's okay because I have a couple other ones that have green in it. And God, this just looks so good. Okay, all right, let's look at the next ones because, like, seriously, I need to play a D&D game, like, right now, so that I can use these immediately because I really, really want to. These are absolutely stunning. My coworker also put in on this Kickstarter, and I think he got some different sets from me. And I assume he's probably already opened his like a while ago, because like I said, this came out, I think like a month or two ago, or so, and we just kind of had been waiting on it. And so I haven't talked to him about it. Now that I've actually unboxed mine and everything, I'm gonna talk to him about it and see which ones he got so he can send me pictures so that we can compare how gorgeous they all are, because I suspect they're all amazing. Like, she had at least a dozen or more styles, if I recall, that you could choose from for it. And I think even as the Kickstarter was going, you know, stretch goals were additional styles. So by the end of the Kickstarter campaign, there were like 20 or something at least styles to choose from. And it was a really hard choice. I actually remember, I like what's going on there. I like whatever like that is happening behind the three. But like, okay. Let me get back on my train of thought. So it was really hard to choose which ones to pick. I agonized over it for a while. Like, I do actually, now that I've seen them, going, okay, I do remember picking these because of course I had to go with something purple. I wanted to definitely do something green because I actually really like green too. That might be obvious with some of my thumbnails, and in fact I use green in a lot of my painting videos. But like, and then I think the other one was just, it just was really pretty because it had like all of those multicolors. Oh, that's really cool. That looks like it has a gem encrusted inside. Like, oh, and I moved my hand and now you can see even more light coming through and it's even more purple. These dice are amazing. Like, I was holding some of them up to the light and everything too, and it just changed the way that they looked immediately. And that's kind of the neat thing about these, because they're resin and they have that transparency and they're used with inks. You just get some really cool variation in like, just, it's always changing. It always, sorry, I didn't bump the camera there. It's just constantly changing, and that is super, super awesome. So let's go ahead, get them all on the table and wrap this up. All right. Well, that has been my unboxing of the Dispel Dice Kickstarter that I got in, and I absolutely loved looking at these. Dice are one of those things that I really, really love just like collecting. I buy a lot of the Chessex dice, I buy a lot of the Metallic Dice Company's stuff, I buy a lot of Die Hard dice, so I'm very like familiar with a bunch of different brands, and these are unlike anything that I've ever at least picked up before. I know that there are a lot of resin companies out there, or resin dice companies out there, that have been doing Kickstarters and stuff. This is the one that I decided to put in on because I just absolutely loved what Dispel Dice was doing with their colors and everything, and if you guys want to check her stuff out, I'll put links in the description to her website as well as to her Instagram and Twitter and everything like that, so you can go see what she's doing. I don't know if she has like a full store or anything up for buying these dice separately yet, but I'll look it up and I'll put a link in the description if there is one, so you guys can check those out. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed hearing me talk about some dice and doing an unboxing like this, let me know about it in the comments. Give the video a like and tell me if you'd like to see more of this kind of content, because I really enjoyed doing it. I mean, I liked looking at these dice, of course, because they're absolutely freaking amazing. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again so much for watching. I've been Angela, and this has been Hobby Night. Bye, guys.